Remember when we said we'd stay together now until forever? Just us, just us. Said we wouldn't be like all the others.
What's up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jessica Hickson, and I spent 5 years working my way up to the top of an MLM before realizing they're just not all that they're cracked up to be. My goal with this channel is to rescue some Huns, to prevent some from becoming Huns, and to also give those a voice who have left the Hunbot industry like myself.
It's what you're doing, making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling.
So I know you guys are all wondering right now, Jess, why are you looking so fancy today? And the answer is because I spent all morning defending my choices on Instagram. No, I'm just kidding. I look so fancy today because you guys have been asking me to do another makeup video. And so I decided that I'm going to do a reaction video today, but while I do my makeup. I've never done one like this before, but I decided I'm going to give it a try because it sounded fun. And also I don't really have time today to go get ready and then do a video because I kicked Chad out of the house with the kids because I need to film a video real quick. I'm going to be out of town the next 2 weeks. And yeah, long story short, I needed to kick him out of the house. So I have to do this quick. So I'm going to do my makeup today while I react to a video. What I did was I had my assistant find a video for me. So I've never seen this video, but I'm going to make some predictions about what I think is going to be included in the video. And then we're going to watch the video together and we're going to see how right I was about all of my predictions while I do my makeup. You guys know how I am about multitasking. So if I get a little bit sidetracked and I don't have my makeup done by the end of this video, that would be really sad because this Zoom is an hour long and my hour-long Zooms normally turn into about 2 hours of footage. So if I don't have my makeup done in 2 hours, that's really sad. But if I don't have my makeup done, bear with me because I get really sidetracked. However, let's make our predictions. My predictions are, this is a tell my story Zoom, I think. It's tips from the top, but at the beginning, they always tell their story. So I predict her story is going to start with, first of all, a sob story, as always. So she's going to start with something's going to have happened to her. Is my prediction. Something's going to have happened to her. She's going to have been miserable in her past life. What her life before at work, she's going to have been miserable. Is she going to have been skeptical or is she going to have been looking for an answer? Let's say she's going to have been skeptical of MLMs and specifically it works. And then is she going to have dove right in? We'll say she's going to have been skeptical and then she's going to have just been desperate. So she's going to have been skeptical but desperate and just that's what she had to do. She had to just dive right in because she had no other options. So she's going to dive right in and then she's going to realize that this was her only option. And then she's going to fall in love with it. She's going to find her community of women. She's going to fall in love with the friendships, fun, and freedom. And then she's going to run with it. And she's going to realize that this could change her life forever. And then she's going to use her work ethic and just, find a way to work it into the pockets of her day. And that's what she's going to teach her team to do. And, she's never going to miss a team Zoom. And she's going to make those sacrifices now to change her life for the long run. So we'll see if any of those things happen throughout this team Zoom. Do you guys want me to tell you what I'm doing along the way? If I remember, I'll tell you. I don't know if I'll remember. First things first, ladies, we're going to shave our stashes. If you want to. I don't care if you don't want to. You're not hurting me if you don't shave your stash. I like to shave my 5 o'clock shadow. I also get a few chin hairs, so we just take a little few down here. And what we're not going to do here is we're not going to go in the comments and we're not going to tell me everything I'm doing wrong, okay? Because listen, like I said, I spent all morning defending my decisions on Instagram and I'm not doing it today. You can call me Cece today. Feeling sassy. Just get me a stay spicy, sure, okay? All right, so I guess we should start this video, huh? First of all, if you guys knew the struggle I went through to bring you this makeup situation. I'm boxed into this little area right here. I had to crawl under my makeup table to make this happen. I had to carry my makeup table into this room by myself. This makeup table was covered. And when I mean covered, I mean I could not find another inch of table to set another piece of makeup on this table before I brought it in here. I had to fill this bag with makeup to carry all my makeup in here for you guys. And then I had to pack, I wish you guys could see this. These drawers are packed full, just makeup and old wrappers and bags of hydrocortisone cream. Like, what is this? A random baggie of a travel size with something in it, some type of cream. I don't know, like another wrapper, some CBD gummies. We don't know what's in here. Random stuff. It smells so bad in here. But hey, I can smell it, so we're happy about that. Like, what is this? What is this? There's a piece of hair on it. What is this? This is a pump thing for some unknown substance. We're just gonna close those and pretend that didn't happen. Okay, anyways, we're gonna do what the beauty-fluencers do. Beauty-fluencers, is that a thing? Now, half of this time is gonna be spent looking for the makeup that I need because I just threw everything in here. Okay, we're just gonna put this up here. I don't care if it ruins the aesthetic. First, we're gonna go in with this Fenty Beauty Primer. Don't know how you're supposed to use it, but this is what I do. I just put on the tip of my fingers. Use it more like a moisturizer, and then I just kind of let it soak in. I'm gonna start this Zoom while we let this soak in.
Okay, got it. All right, I'm super excited. We have on tonight. I'm gonna unmute you. I think you can unmute yourself. Awesome. Who knows here? Yeah, oh, I see. Oh my God, my girl. I think I saw you on the Power Half Hour we had before. Are you the same? Always showing up. I love it. You guys are so funny. I was on it too. Always showing up. Okay. Can you start off with your story and just take the mic. Take it from there.
Okay, I will take the mic. Okay, guys. Hey, all right, I'm going to tell my story. So I'm going to try and not like forget things. I tend to like forget important details. I'm going to like stay on freaking track right now. Okay, so actually in July will be my 5 years. I'm so pumped about that. So I can't believe it's been 5 years since I joined this business. And honestly, like I remember like when my molar texted me, I was laying in bed, not even kidding, just like aimlessly scrolling, still living at my parents' house, going to nursing school, working multiple jobs. And like my time on my phone was like strictly just like scrolling through Instagram, Candy Crush. And I remember she texted me out of the blue. And one thing I want to say, like a side note with this is like, ask that person that you think would say no. Ask that person that you went to high school with. Ask that person, you know, that's like just chilling in your contacts that like you want to ask about this business opportunity, because he was so like random about it. We hadn't talked in like years, and she randomly texted me and was like, hey, I was like, hey, and she was like, have you ever considered like doing what I do? And I was like, oh my God, yeah, like let's do it. And when she said it was $99, it's like she might as well just have stabbed my heart into pieces, because I didn't have 9 cents to my name. Like I was literally, I gave broke like a whole new meaning. Like I couldn't even afford McDonald's. And like, I'm not exaggerating when I say that. Like I literally went to go get a McChicken with on my lunch break, and they were like, I'm sorry, ma'am, but this declined. And I was like, oh, my bad.
Weren't McChickens like $1? I call BS, but go on.
Then, but I laugh about it now. And so it took me a couple months of signing up, like of thinking about signing up. I didn't have the money, but I was also like super skeptical. And my friends and family were like, that's a scam. Don't do that. That's weird. Why are you doing that? That's weird. And so I listened to them. And then I remember one day, not even kidding, my mom was like scrolling on her iPad or whatever, and I look over and she's on the It Works website. And I was like, what are you doing? She was like, my friend sells this. I'm buying some skincare. And I was like, no, you're not. Just hold on. You know, that was the business that I was talking about. You need to wait. I got to come up with this 99 bucks and you're going to buy from me. She never ended up buying from me, by the way. None of my family or friends ever bought from me until way, way later on. And it was just my family. But I sold like my old Uggs to a consignment shop because that's just how bad I wanted this business. And I got started. And right off the bat, I'm not going to lie, I did catch the vision pretty quickly, but don't let that fool you because like if anyone knows me or how I was like a train wreck and like your nightmare DT like wrapped into one with like the worst attitude ever. So when I did sign up, I did catch the vision immediately because had just like promoted to double diamond and like she was just doing all these amazing things. And I remember just like thinking, I want that. Like I'm miserable and I know it. Like, and I want a change. I just so desperately wanted to change. And so I did catch the vision. And, you know, I enrolled my first 3 distributors before my 4 loyal customers. Like, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I really just couldn't tell you anything. I thought we only sold wraps. I'm not even joking. And like, I just like ran with it. But then I came to like this weird hole because every person that I had enrolled had quit. And it kind of, I thought it was my fault. Like in the beginning, I really did think it was my fault. I was like, oh, I just must not be meant for this. And so I'm trying to think back. So that was like, okay, so like late 2015, conference was about to come up. And, you know, I had just been doing my thing, kind of just like enrolling here and there, not taking it too serious. I was still, you know, in nursing school and working. I remember it was like, you got to go to conference. Like, you have to go to conference. And I was like, dude, I can't afford gas. How am I going to go to conference? But long story short, I did end up making it work. Literally like drank out of like a water fountain and like ate the freaking like Fritos out of like a freaking vending machine. Like I was so broke my first conference. It wasn't even funny. It was so bad. And
isn't it interesting how all of the conference stories are like that? Doesn't that tell you something? Like everyone is struggling when they go to conference. That's the recurring theme. No one is making money.
I left my first conference, you guys, like totally wanting to quit my business. I actually called customer service and I was like, hi, my name is G, account number 270. I'm just wondering, like, if I wanted to cancel, how would I do that? And they were like, well, you would just do it right now. And then I was like, okay, hang up. And I literally went back and forth for 10 minutes calling them and being like, how do I cancel? Okay, never mind. How do I cancel? And I was stuck in this head game. I was stuck in this comparison game. I had the worst attitude ever. I'm going to be totally freaking honest. And at the time, I thought it was everything and everyone else's fault. I never looked in the mirror. And by the grace of God and a really good friend that used to be in the business, I obviously did not quit, but I still like struggled with my mindset and my work ethic so much. And I was like always like pointing the finger at something or someone else. Well, cold messaging doesn't work. You know, oh, these products don't work. Well, this business is for the lucky ones, or you had to join at the right time. And I literally told Katie and Nick to their faces that they got lucky.
They did. They're at the very tippy top of the company. The very tippy top.
Literally reckless. Like, I did not care. I was like, well, you got lucky. If anyone knows me, that's how I am always. But like, I just like didn't care. And then one day I just had like this insight on myself, and I decided to stop pointing the finger and see what would happen if I just changed what was inside of me. If I just changed, because I was working all these dead-end daycare jobs. And you want to know what my biggest aha moment was? And this is not like, guys, please don't take this as like, well, maybe you still work a daycare job or you babysit and you love it. Freaking kudos to you, man. I'm just like telling you like what I felt. And personally for me, I thought to myself, I'm in my 20s. I want to have my own kids. I'm done taking care of everyone else's kids. I was like, I don't want to answer to anyone anymore. I don't want to have like an hourly rate that never goes up. I don't want to do that anymore.
If you've come here for all of your basic makeup needs, you've obviously come to the right place. Find your nearest Christmas towel. Wipe off the foundation from your lips so you don't look like a ghost. So I don't know if you guys could see the foundation I'm using, the Estee Lauder Futurist Hydro Rescue. I don't love it, wouldn't recommend.
I don't like listening to rules or people to begin with. Like, I'm not a rule follower. I don't like when people tell me what to do. And so my big aha moment was that, you know, I had gotten like another nanny job and I was like, I'm done. So 2017 came around and I actually promoted to Diamond early. I promoted to Diamond on the 25th of January of 2017. And it was like the best feeling ever. And then I kept that high going, you know, after that year's conference, and I went double Diamond in May. Now, if you guys don't know me, I'm very transparent. My team knows this, but I'm very transparent. I lost double Diamond very quickly after. Okay, very quickly.
Everybody does.
Quickly after I lost double.
Because most people buy into the rank.
And I remember saying to my friends, we were actually sitting at their pool, and I was like, you guys, I have one babysitting job left. That's all I have. Should I just quit my job and do this full time? And I like needed them to convince me kind of. And they were like, yeah, you should just do it. Just totally quit, go full force with this. And so I did. I went full force with this. And we went to green carpet that year. And I remember thinking to myself,
that's what they do. They convince you to quit your full-time job so that you have to rely 100% on the business. So you have to put all your eggs in that basket so you can't fail. You have to make it work.
Okay, I have got to get my double back. Like I kind of like took it serious, and then I went downhill and I didn't take it serious. And then I took it serious. And if you notice within that pattern, the dominant factor is inconsistency. The one thing that remained was inconsistency. I meant to say the constant factor. Sorry, it doesn't make sense. But you know what I meant. It was always that I was inconsistent. And I tried looking for answers everywhere else once again. And then I finally said, okay. And I had another aha moment where I was like, I need to take this as serious as I used to take homework. How many college students or graduates do I have? Drop a 1 in the chat. You guys take your homework so serious, right? You make sure it's done, or you made sure it was done, right? You got your assignment in. Like if your assignment was due May 12th at 9:30, at 9 o'clock, you were clicking submit because that education was so freaking important to you. So all of a sudden I started thinking, oh my God, I used to have a 4.0 in college. Okay. I took it so serious. Like I was like, I'm never going to get less than an A-. And I started to think, why am I not doing the same with this business?
Because ma'am, this is a Wendy's. Like what? You're talking about shilling MLM products and comparing that to graduating college. Like that's why.
It's just as important to me. This extra income is just as important to me. So why am I not treating the work like homework? So that was my second aha moment. So please don't think like, oh, I had one aha moment and like, you know, whatever. You're going to have so many aha moments.
I don't know what I'm doing. I ordered this from a girl on TikTok. It's called Mally XO. It's just like I don't know. Yeah, you saw what I did with it. But I haven't even done my brows yet, so I'm not going to finish doing the contouring part. So I'm going to do my brows now.
You just continue to grow as a leader and grow as a person, because there's two different types of self-development, personal and leadership. And so I was growing as a person, and so I started to think, all right, I'm going to take it as serious as I take homework. And then in 2018, I promoted to triple. Oh, in between, yes, I obviously got double back, but I did promote to triple. And then this is where the story gets really fun and interesting. So I celebrated triple diamond for way too freaking long. I celebrated it for 24 months, okay? I don't know if you guys have ever heard Cami Pentecost say, she goes, celebrate for 24 hours, sulk for 24 hours. I celebrated for 24 months. And what ended up happening is I was a very strong triple. You know,
they convince you that you're celebrating for 24 months, aka you're stuck for 24 months, aka You can't promote because people are constantly falling off, because that's how a pyramid scheme works. You can't possibly keep up with the amount of people who are falling off because the odds are stacked against you, because that's how it works.
I had gotten those great paychecks. You know, I was number 134. I was on stage speaking as a top enroller, but I sulked it, or I celebrated it way too long. And at the end of 2019, I lost triple diamond for 2 months. And I finally had another aha moment where I was like, this has got to stop. I need to seriously, and I bet you, some of you guys are like, whoa, really? Yeah, I'm not perfect. I don't pretend to be. I'm not like someone who's just like, I never lose rank and my paycheck's always on the up. No, I'm a normal person. I'm not a freaking unicorn. But that was like such a slap in the face moment to see getting paid as double diamond. I was like, there's nothing wrong with double diamond, but like, I'm not meant to just go that far. And then it gets even more interesting. Last month, I put it out for the world to see that I was going presidential. And I missed it by 2,200 because I'm freaking normal. It doesn't mean I don't work hard. It doesn't mean I'm lazy. Guys, I stay up till like 4 a.m. with my team on power hours. Not even kidding. Team, back me up on this.
Time freedom, though, right? But they stay up until 4 a.m. working. But time freedom. Does your 9 to 5 make you stay up until 4 a.m.? And then wake up again at like 6 a.m. and start working again? No? Oh, okay.
Let me stay up till like 4 working. We do the giveaways, the countdowns, the power hours, the Zooms. I show up for my team. I have a chat. I have a team page. But sometimes it's just how the cookie crumbles. That's just how your story goes. And don't hate it. Don't hide the fact that you lost diamond or double diamond, or you once upon a time were a double and now you're getting paid as a ruby. You know what I mean? Like, use that as a part of your story and make it like make you stronger. You know what I'm saying? And now, you guys, the best part of my story is yet to come. Now I get to go presidential early with an abundant amount of volume because I worked hard. I stayed loyal to the Lord. I constantly showed up no matter what was happening in my team, and I just freaking did it. And I didn't care that while everyone else's volume and paycheck was going up, mine maybe was staying stagnant, or mine maybe went down a little bit, or whatever. I stayed the freaking course. I'm planted in my business. I know where I'm going. I don't care if it's with everyone else and their pace. I know where my team and I are going. And I just get so fired up talking about this because there was a time where I thought I had to be perfect and think all these positive things and do all these things. And then all of a sudden I said, no, God wants me to be transparent and relate to people. He wants me to tell my truth so that he can bless me even more. And so when I started being truthful with myself and I started having insight on myself and my business, all these amazing blessings came. When I was a Ruby, right, for instance, before I was a Ruby, I'm sorry. And I was enrolling these people, it definitely took like a little bit of a hit on my ego. I thought like, oh gosh, like I said, there was something wrong with me. Maybe I wasn't meant for this business type of deal. And as I kept going, I'll never forget, she actually said something to me. It was, and I was talking to her and she was like, just run. I'm not even kidding. She just said, just run. And so I started to like think to myself, okay, maybe I'm overcomplicating it. Maybe I'm doing this. Maybe I'm doing that. And then I came to this moment.
I literally hate brows more than anything, and I can never tell if they're even, and they look different in different lighting, and I feel like they look awful. But anyways, I wanted to touch on this don't just run thing, because this was something I was guilty of telling my team, and that so many leaders told their team, is just run. Like, don't even think about it. Just put your head down and run. Like, we never taught them like what to do or what to say or how to run. It was like, just run, just do it. Just like, find your runners and just run. And basically what we meant by that was like ignorance on fire is what we would say, is like, quit thinking about it and just do it. Just mass message everyone, tell everyone about everything. Don't even think about what the products do, how to sell them. Just do it. Just sell them. Just recruit everyone you possibly can. You don't even need to know anything about the products, how they work, anything. Just recruit everyone you can possibly think of. Makes no sense.
Explain like why, like I said, I'm a very I have insight on myself. I'm intuitive. I'm very self-aware. And I think that's so important as a leader is you do need to be self-aware. And I kind of just became self-aware of the fact that I was overthinking it, and I was overthinking it for my team. And I just was stuck in this headspace where I was just all over the place. I could get into insane detail about where my head was, but it was I didn't think I was worthy. I was overcomplicating it. Oh, wait, that's overcomplicating it. Oh, wait, don't think all these negative thoughts. And so when I just had this come to moment, I started to think to myself, you know what? I'm just going to run and I'm just going to do it. And maybe other people will follow me and maybe they won't, but I have to get out of my own head and I just have to keep it moving forward because I had that vision from the minute I clicked submit. I don't know why. I just did. I was talking about going presidential. If you scroll back in my Facebook profile pictures, I'm not even kidding, September 2015, meaning I wasn't even a full 60 days into the business, I was holding up I am presidential sign. And I had this vision and I just ran with it. And so what was your second question? I'm sorry. I kind of got distracted there for a minute. My phone's blowing up.
You're so funny. And kind of your best advice on to make that transition, tips on what, if someone is going through that right now and they're thinking I'm having a hard time completing my success and also being a leader, what's your best advice for if someone came to you right now and asked you that?
Right. Okay. That was it. Okay. Sorry. So in that time, okay, I actually get this a lot. Let me put it to you this way. Even people who aren't Ruby, right? They come to me and they're like, okay, how am I supposed to balance enrolling myself and also developing into this leader, building this team and showing others to do the same? And I wish I had the perfect answer. I wish I had the perfect formula to a perfect balance. But one thing you're going to realize as you rank up and enroll more people is that it does become less and less about you, right? And without a working team, without people under you and people running with you, you don't really have much. You know what I mean? And yes, it does all start with you. You have to be that leader. You have to make sure that you're in the front, not in the back pointing on where to go. You don't stand in the back as a leader and say, okay, now take a right. You're the one in the front taking the right. So you have got to be the person that's doing your steps to success first. Don't be so I personally always think to myself, okay, I have to show up first so other people will follow. So don't get so caught up in okay, I got to check in with my team, but I also have to check in with this LC and make sure I'm doing it and they're doing it. I promise you that if you just start and you do the things and you do your steps to success, other people are going to follow. And being a leader, guys, if you have one distributor under you or 100, you're a leader. Okay. And I can't sit here and be okay, I'm just calling out random names, Amy, Alexia, Amanda, Aaron, you guys, this is the different ways that you can all be a leader because everyone's different and everyone's organization is different and their teams are different. But you just have to start with you and leading with you, and your people will follow. And if somebody was to come to me right now and private message me and be how do I make sure that I'm leading while also my team is doing it? Honestly, you guys, I can honestly say over the past 5 years, I just started and I just said, you know what? I know people will follow me. I know people are going to come with me as long as I'm the first one doing it. I can't just wish for people to come. I have to show them first, and then they're going to follow. I hope that helps. That's kind of
oh yeah,
I get that question a lot from my team, and I'm always
that's I kind of give you a really hard question. That was kind of a hard question. But she answered it perfectly. You guys, you have to show up, and that's the most important thing. And you have to show up consistently, and that's the hardest thing. It is. Guys, I've been doing this business for almost 5 years and it doesn't necessarily my days don't, I don't know how to put this. The days don't necessarily get easier for me. It's not like I wake up and I have a million people who are like, send me your cart, send me your website. I want to sign up with you right now. I don't wake up and I have all of these distributors that I enrolled saying, enrolled my steps to success. I'm going diamond this month. You know, it's not like that. It's not. The reason why certain people, there's a smaller percentage of people at the top is because there's a smaller percentage of people who are willing to do what others are not willing to do.
Is that why, baby? Is that why there's so few people at the top? Because so few people are willing to do the work? Or is it because it's a pyramid scheme and so few people are able to succeed in a pyramid scheme? Is that why?
It's hard work, but it's so stinking worth it. I totally went off. went off in space. I totally went off there. I was thinking of so stinking worth it because we actually got a house today. So cheers and celebration. And that's like literally where my head just went right now. And I completely forgot what I was talking about. But yeah, and we have systems set up for you guys. You know, each night, it doesn't matter whose team you're on. Doesn't matter whose team. We have Zooms every single night. Y'all can't say that you're like prepared or that you're not prepared to help lead a team because you're probably overwhelmed with the amount of trainings that we have. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all set in stone. And I really wish I could think what I was going to say because it was really good. But that's my ADHD for you. Okay. So let's keep going through your story. And I want you to, I kind of want you to go over like, well, first off, I want to tell you guys, like, I hope that you like connected with the story because she was so vulnerable with this, right? How many of y'all go through like an emotional fluctuation? Like drop some like something in the comments. Like business has its ups and downs, guys, right?
That's such a weird question to ask. Like, doesn't everyone go through emotional fluctuations? Like, don't humans go through emotional fluctuations? Isn't that a basic human thing? Don't we all? Or no? Is that just me? I don't feel like she was that vulnerable. Like, she didn't share anything that was that crazy.
And we keep saying this word consistency. And we can share with you guys a million times, you know, the way that we host a post every single day. We just did a half-hour training. There are probably like hundreds of post trainings on YouTube. Corporate has been doing them. We all have been doing them. I can probably walk you through, you know, we can walk you through every single conversation that we have. And I can send all of you guys screen recordings of our conversations. We can literally show you what we do every day. But the difference is that you have to decide if you're going to put in the work, right? We tell people all the time, what we do is simple. What we do is stinking easy, guys. The hardest part is deciding to put in the work, right? And creating that habit. And I'm getting to what I was talking about before, and I'm starting to remember. Thank God I started talking again.
Thank God.
But okay, here it is, celebration. I'm happy about this. All right. So it's not necessarily that we wake up every day and things get easier for us. We go through these struggles all the time. Like when we all have our different struggles that we have to work through. We all come from different walks of life. Me, it's the money mindset. I grew up struggling. Like I watched my parents struggle with money literally my entire life. So of course I have this blueprint in me that I have to work through. So for example, it's not that the work gets easier for me. It's just that every time this struggle that pops up in my life, it's kind of like I get a flashback and like anxiety starts because I'm thinking of stuff that's happened in the past. It's just now it's easier to overcome that thing and to keep going. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I got it now. I got it. All right. Can you go over your like your daily non-negotiables? I always like to ask everyone this question.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So I'll just like start from when I wake up. So recently my daily non-negotiable has been this journaling Zoom. She goes back and forth with, and I always walk away with an aha moment. Like, it's just like, oh my God, it's just incredible. A lot of people, I remember I did a journaling Zoom a while back for, and they were like, well, what do you journal about? And guys, that is the way. Hopping on those is to know exactly what to journal about. I mean, they literally guide you through it. And so journaling is like the number one thing. Like, I literally have it right here. And like, my team laughs at me because I do like these silly drawings of like stick figures, me and like my door and people knocking down my door to get the products. And there's like little speech bubbles that say like, I want your products. And like, I'm such a firm believer in like putting what you want on paper, on, you know, a dream board, just out in the open. This is like, if I do nothing, I will at least do my journaling. Like, there is no way around it. I have been doing it now consistently for over a year. I mean, you can just see it. It's just pages. And the reason why I show you this is because I want you guys to really make sure that you make journaling a part of your daily life. You know, if you're struggling with your mindset or you're struggling with envisioning what you want, that's the way to do it. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not normal. You just need to put in a little more self-development work. And that's like a big part of my self-development. So I hop on those journaling Zooms. That's a non-negotiable. And then he has another journaling Zoom after it. So I'm getting in a solid.
Yeah, there's literally nothing wrong with you. You're just not brainwashed enough. You need to pull yourself back in, reel yourself back into the brainwashing.
Solid like hour and a half of journaling in. We read our devotionals together as a team, and the rest kind of goes up in the air, but I will just kind of go through like, so like, for instance, what I mean by that is like, my team and I have at least 3 to 4 power hours a day. Okay, we get together, we talk about our goals, we talk about what we're doing, we ask each other questions. That's huge. Staying in communication with your team is so huge. And I just want to add in this while I'm thinking of it. Last month on the 25th, when I was going for presidential, I literally gathered all my leaders and my runners, and I said, okay, guys, and I was bawling. My face was like swollen. And I was like, guys, we need 23,000 in volume.
We need, AKA she needs, for her promotion.
I was so open. I was like, we need 23,000 to go presidential. Let's go. Like, when you form that bond with your team and you're open and you just tell them what's going on, I promise you, it makes that rock that you're lifting up that mountain so much less heavy. Like, it just makes it like a team, an actual team effort. So I make sure my like biggest thing is always staying in touch with my team, always having power hours. On Mondays, we always have team Zooms. I'm in constant communication with them. And if I'm not, I feel really weird. You know what I mean? Like, if you're ever wondering how can you start to be like a really good leader, start with forming that bond with your team, being open with them, and just running, linking arms and literally running. Another non-negotiable is, now I'm going to get into like technicals, host to post. Like dude, like I am like always on the go, and like I don't have time to like glue my butt to a chair and send out 5,000 cold messages. Host to post is literally working smarter, not harder. It's literally working on the go. Like, if you're a busy person, if you find yourself constantly like in your car or somewhere, you need to be host to posting, and you need to be getting them up every single day, no questions asked. You need to make sure that you're growing your network. You need to make sure that new people are seeing your page every single freaking day. Okay, so that's like a...
So for whoever asked me today if It Works was doing away with cold messaging, there's your answer. No, they are not. And I'm so mad that I just put this blush on because I have a pimple right there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I just like highlighted the shit out of it. So that's fun. I'm gonna need your guys' help with my... I'm so mad I just did that. You guys aren't gonna be able to tell me, but you guys can leave in the comments and then you can see if I went with what Oh, should I go real? I might go real bold today. Okay. So this is what I think I'm going to do. Should I do it? We're just going to do it. We're just going to do it. And you guys are going to be surprised. Okay.
A huge thing for me is like the second I'm done journaling, I'm answering my messages. I'm getting up those host to posts. I'm talking to people. I'm also not just limiting it to like messages. Guys, if your loyal customers have bought from you, or well, obviously they bought from you, but you know what I mean? Like if your loyal customers have bought for you, so why are they not posting for you too? And you know what I mean? Like I started this new thing where if Sally buys the Thermofite X, she's going to throw up a Thermofite X host post for me. And at the end of it say, I just bought mine and I'm so excited for my results. And so these are like the little things that I just make sure I'm constantly doing every single day. And then, you know, in between, let's say, the other night I was cooking dinner and I saw on, I forget whose story I saw it on, but it was a book that it was called The Power of the Subconscious Mind, right? I think that's it. Yeah. Power of the Subconscious Mind. And I was like, okay, this looks so good. I want to master my mind. I want to master my subconscious mind. And so while I was cooking dinner, I popped in my headphones and I'm listening to my self-development. That's a non-negotiable. Growing my mind, that doesn't even like come into question of whether or not I should be doing it or not, you know? And if I see a book, like titles and like pictures really catch my eye. Like if I see something and it's appealing to me right off the bat, you don't even have to tell me anything about it. Like I'm just going to go into it. And when I saw that, I immediately just downloaded the book and I'm listening to it, you know, while I'm cooking my dinner. I'm checking in with my team, checking in with my newbies. And so those are just some of the non-negotiables that I have, but I really just have to stress journaling, y'all. And I have to stress, like, if you're having like a rough day, oh, and like, hold on, it's right in front of me. Devotionals, obviously. Did I already say that? I probably already said that. And just praying, spending that time with God, because honestly, the first couple hours of my day, I'm at this window. I have like the perfect view of the sky and I'm just like talking to God about what I want.
What's amazing is that they just like assume that everyone is a Christian. What if they're not?
And I'm writing it down and I'm reading his word and I'm just spending time with him. And so if I don't do these things, I feel really weird. And so that's my non-negotiables. I hope that helped. And I hope you guys start implementing it into your routine because it seriously changed the game for me.
I'm like mind blown. I just had an aha moment listening to you, because normally when I ask what people's 6 list is, it's like overwhelming. And if you're new, that might be overwhelming to you. But like, guys, this is like the power of host to post. This is what I'm getting to. Like, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I used to message 300 people on Instagram a day. Minimum. I can't even tell you the amount of work that I do less compared to what I've done.
Okay, first of all, I too used to message hundreds of people on Instagram, but also I've been using a little bit of yellow in my eyeshadows and I've been finding that it makes my blue eyes pop because like color wheel or whatever. And does it not? Hello. Okay. Anyways, we'll continue. I'm not sure if I'm like really gonna spice it up and use a little bit of this guy. I just don't know. I don't know if it's going to mess it up. I don't know if I should just stick with some yellows and oranges and go with a little bit of like a sunset vibe. Maybe throw in a little bit of pinkies. I don't know. We'll see.
In the last, I was going to say like 4.5 years, I've been doing host posts for about 6 months. Like, it's absolutely insane. I forgot who I was talking to today about it, about host posts. Oh, I think it was before we did the Zoom. And I woke up and I did what I had to do, and then I answered previous messages from yesterday, answered some comments from host posts, and I literally got up 10 host posts before 9:30 in the morning, and I woke up at 8. And I did my self-dev, and I did everything that I did. You know, I have my...
Did she just say self-dev? Is that like a new slang term for self-development? Is that like a thing, or is that like a Hun thing? did that like just come about? My self-dev.
Did y'all do your self-dev today?
Skinny brew. And then I got up 10 host posts, and then I left and I hung out with my mom for 2 hours. And then I hung out with my dad.
Wow, time freedom. You got to hang out with your mom for 2 hours. Wow, babe. Then you stayed up till 4 a.m. sending messages.
And during that time, 2 people sent me their information to sign them up as an LC. Like, it literally does. It does look, guys. I feel like now I know how it felt when she got so pumped up and fired up about host post, because it actually is amazing. Like, it does the work for you, but you have to find, you have to figure out how it works first before it works for you, right? Wow, that pumped me up. And also the journaling is super, super, super important. That's something that I personally need to get into that I haven't really been implementing. So that also was another aha moment for me. Wow, so good. Do you guys have any like questions so far? Any specific questions? Y'all have some questions. We got 91 people on here, so ask some questions. I'll call someone out right now. Anyone who has their camera off, I'm about to call on. That everyone's cameras just turn on. Wow, I see some cameras turning on. You guys are so funny.
What is that cult tactic called? Like, is it public humiliation? Like, that's a form of manipulation that they use, is publicly humiliating you.
No questions? Anyone? Does anyone want to raise a hand? I can unmute you, or you can type it. Guys, we need to see. We're about to play the pass the pencil game, or the pen.
Oh, I see one.
Maria. Do you have one? All right, now you got to ask a question. She's trying to pass it. All right, I got a question. Unless you have one, Maria. You're good. All right, you're out of this one. Okay. I kind of wanted to do the pen game. Anyways, how do you get your team motivated? How do you get your newbies motivated?
Okay.
That's the question we got.
I love this question because you're going to be blown away at my answer. Okay. What's the number one requirement of this business? They got to be 18 or older, right? Why do they have to be 18 or older? Because they're an adult. You cannot motivate an adult. You can hand me this glass of water. If I'm thirsty, I could just stare at it. I don't have to drink it. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, like, I could sit here and try to motivate people all day long. That's so freaking draining. Like, if you are an 18-year-old adult or older and you click submit on this business, like, I can't do anything in my power to motivate you. What I can do is lead from the front. What I can do is enroll a customer and then show you my ways. From there, ball's in your court. Ball's in your court. Ball is totally in your court. I can literally roll you the basketball, point the hoop, and be like, okay, go like this. You can choose what to do with it or not. They have willpower, y'all. They don't, not willpower. They have like just whatever, you know what I mean? Like, they have their own, oh my God, what's the word I'm freaking looking for? Free will. And I know that's like getting really deep, but I think people get so caught up in like, how do I get my team to be a diamond team? Well, first of all, you got to go diamond, my friend. Even if you're the only person standing, even if you're the only person working, you've got to show up. You have got to be the person on the Zoom. You have to be the person that is working while no one is watching. You know, we're at the end of the day, after this Zoom is up, it's you, yourself, and you, and your cell phone, and your work ethic, right? And you could do whatever the hell you want with it. But then all of a sudden we go to conference, right? A conference comes like this, and this is why I say conference. Because I remember I would go to conference every single year, and I would look around, and I would say, what the hell have I been doing all year? Has anyone ever had that moment where they see someone on stage that looks just like them, dresses just like them, talks just like them, maybe even has the same name as them, and you're like, oh my God, you're up there and I'm down here in general admission. What the hell have I been doing all year? It's because at the end of the day, when the Zoom turns off and the live turns off, you decide to not work. That's not my problem. I'm the one showing you how to shoot the basket. I'm the one placing the water in front of you. You are choosing your free will to not do it. That's fine. But don't wonder.
Now we're at the yelling part of the Zoom where they try to be inspirational by yelling in everyone's faces.
At the end of the year, why you're still not a freaking diamond. You're still not a freaking diamond because you're expecting diamonds just like magically like rain upon you in the form of like gumdrops and lollipops, instead of taking out a chart and saying, okay, what do I need to do? Sorry, Nick's yelling at them. What do I need to do? Where do I need to go? How many distributors do I need? And then you have to pick up the phone and you got to get a post to post. Everything we do is step by step by step. I did not go from step 1 to step 5. I had to go step 1, step 2, step 3, back to step 2, back to step 1. Sometimes I went backwards into like the freaking negatives, but I constantly kept failing forward. And that's something that you guys really need to learn. You can't be so obsessed with motivating people. I honestly think that that's kind of like a control issue. And I'm sorry if that's like hard for you to hear, but it's like, stop trying to like control what's going on in your team and instead just like do what you freaking know how to do and just stay true to the Lord, because God will bless every single piece of work that you do. You show up, he sees it. Even if, I don't see it or he doesn't see it.
God has nothing to do with this. He doesn't even want you in an MLM. Thank you.
Or Mark doesn't see it. God sees it. And at the end of it all, when you need that 23,000 in volume on the 25th, guess what's going to happen? All that work that you put in from the 1st to the 24th, he's going to say, I see you. I see your heart. I see your hard work.
Apparently he didn't see you because you didn't make it. Just saying.
I know where you're going. I know what you're doing. And I'm going to give it to you. You just keep going. So stop trying to motivate everyone and instead be the first person that has that blind faith and just go. And I promise you people will follow. That question gets me heated. As you can tell.
No, that was a mic drop, as someone said in the chat. I love that. And it gets to the point where you guys just have to have faith. You have to trust the system. It doesn't matter. Motivation is like BS. You can't make anyone have it, right? So focus on yourself, self-dev, grow your mind, pray, and you'll figure it out. I promise you, you will figure it out. Okay. Do you use a host post tracker? Do you have a minimum requirement each day for certain posts that you get up?
Yeah, I don't have a tracker because I'm the least disorganized person you'll ever meet. I save them under the saved files app on Facebook, but I shoot for at least 30 every single day. Do I always get up 30? No, but I shoot for 30.
Awesome. And do you mix it up? Do you do like the DT one, LC one, and then the giveaway?
Yeah, so I actually will, if somebody posted on my Instagram, I'll say, thanks so much, entries are unlimited. Do you want to throw up a status on your Facebook page about the giveaway? So I do have a specific kind of technique, if you will. If they start on Instagram and they work their way to Facebook, they're posting the giveaway, no questions asked. They're posting about the giveaway. And then that sort of starts the ripple effect of who's going to post an LC or a DT one. And I honestly just go back and forth. Sarah's going to post DT, Sally's going to post LC, Susie's going to post DT. And I just go back and forth. There's no rhyme or reason to it. That's just what I do.
Perfect. And again, you got to find your groove with host post, guys. You'll get it. This is my best piece of advice. And I've seen it happen with a few of my girls recently. If you're having a hard time getting this roll of posts and comments and flow coming in, you see everyone getting all these posts up and you're confused. Every time someone responds to you about getting a host post up, give the first 15 or 20 people a giveaway, post. So like you give them the giveaway post to put up, hey, my friend is giving away Louis Vuitton purse or $500 cash, yada, yada, yada. Drop your birthday below to get entry. I'm telling you, you give 20 people that, you'll be working until July. Promise you. Okay, so you asked about journaling prompts. If you scroll up in the chat, you'll see we have a Zoom every single morning. So the Zoom code is on there and the times are on there as well. Any newbies asking questions about, the best way to start and getting started, follow your leader. Continue to get on these trainings. Find a host post tracker, copy one of our posts, change it up a little bit about the giveaway, and post about it. Right? That's it. Stick to simplicity. And again, just be trainable. Follow your leader, your enroller. That's it, and you'll figure it out along the way. Okay, as far as people like leaving you on red, getting no's, someone said like blocking you. Listen, pay no mind. You got to grow a little thick skin, like 1,000%. You're gonna get no's. You're gonna get no answers. If people block you, I just would really laugh it off, because it's like, it's not worth the energy in any way, shape, or form. It could have been a million things. You did nothing wrong.
If you join a business where they immediately tell you if someone blocks you, you did nothing wrong, run. Immediately, no, run. You're most likely overthinking it, coming from probably one of the most yellow people here. Gaslighting, run.
You're probably overthinking it like I have a million times. So just don't even think about it. Don't send a screenshot to anyone and like vent about it. Just laugh it off and move on. Okay, I've only been in this for a few weeks. I guess many people comment on my posts, but they don't get anything after. Okay, so I'm going to take this last question here, because the next few questions they kind of like emerge into one. So as far as, any newbies on here, as far as, putting in the work and not getting the results that they want to see, or, if we had if you send the pricing and they don't answer, or you're talking to people and you're not getting the results that you want to get, like what's your best advice? Oh, sorry. I think you got it, Gina.
Sorry, I literally thought you said you were answering it, and I was like, okay, let me mute myself.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Just repeat it one more time, I'm sorry.
Oh.
She literally said, I'm going to take this last question, but
I'm going through all the other comments. So for newbies, any newbies on here, they're jumpstarting their business, they're being trainable, they're putting in the work, they're talking to people, but they're getting frustrated. Maybe, they're sending prices and people are not answering you. Maybe someone unfollows you. Maybe you get a block. Just that frustration, right? I'm sure some of you are kind of feeling that right now. It's completely normal, by the way. But I'll let talk. What is your best advice is really like breaking through. And you know what, guys, she kind of already talked about this. I kind of already know what she's going to say, but what is your best advice for someone who's new and going through that?
Yeah, so I mean, I can obviously relate. I obviously went through it myself. I'm going to say something new here for a minute, because this is seriously something that I wish somebody told me sooner. Well, my hair. One of my best, I remember Pam actually put it as her Facebook status like probably a year ago, and it was just so straight to the point. Pam, she's so simple with her success, and it literally was just get over yourself. And I know that's like so intense and harsh, but oftentimes I just feel like we just get so like, it's like if somebody tells you no, right? You're like, oh my God, they told me no. They blocked me. You're going to get to a point where it doesn't faze you anymore, because you get so many where it's just like, okay, this is just obviously like normal.
another red flag. Immediately no.
Like, how many people are or used to be a waitress? What's something that comes with that job territory? people complaining about their food, people being nasty to you, people not tipping. Like, that's just normal. Like, you just know, like, if you're walking into your job as a waitress, you know that certain objections are going to arise. And you have to understand from day one that, like, no's and getting ignored or getting, like, you know, people signing up and then quitting, that's just something that you almost have to learn to just be okay with now. And you just have to get over it now. And you just have to continue to run now. Please don't let it stop you like it stopped me. Because if I could go back in time and tell myself one thing, it would be to not let these freaking people that are quitting on me or blocking me or telling me no to stop me. I would literally be like, listen, at the end of the day, you're not even going to remember this a year from now. So just keep it moving. Just keep it moving. That is like the biggest and best advice anyone can give you in this business, is to just keep it freaking moving. Keep it moving along. So I actually did a video in the Be Obsessed or Be Average page, literally titled Newbie Frustration. I did it over 2 years ago now. And it just basically breaks down, like, we all used to have that too. I started from square one. I was a new distributor at once. You know, we all went through it. And if you're if you're a new distributor and you want to be that top leader one day, that's just something that you kind of have to accept. That's just something that you have to accept. There was another word I was looking for, but my brain is all over the place. And you just have to continue to work hard and lead from the front. And I promise you, the right people will follow you. And
I'm like regretting not doing my eyeshadow before I did my makeup this time, because there's a lot of fallout and it's yellow. And I got most of it on the outside with concealer, but now I'm noticing there's a lot on the inside. So now I've got to go in with concealer on the inside. I'm trying to hurry up because there's only 3 more minutes left of this Zoom. So let's see if I can finish it.
All of a sudden, you guys, a day is going to come where you enroll someone that doesn't quit. And you're going to be like, oh my God, this is why. This is why. And this is why you stay consistent. This is why I'm still here. You know, when my rock stars started popping up within my team, it felt like, oh my God, the last 5 years have been so freaking worth it. So I could go off on that because I get it. It's easy to get frustrated. I still get frustrated to this day. But it's just something you can't let bother you. And I know that's like, oh, easier said than done, but it's something that comes with the territory. And if you want success, you're not going to let someone's no stop you. If you want triple diamond, double diamond, diamond, whatever the heck you want, who cares about Mrs. Smith from Wisconsin telling you no, she was going to sign up Tuesday and now she didn't? Go find somebody else. Keep talking to people. It's a numbers game, guys.
Yeah. And also, you know, I tell people all the time, like, I'm going to get like really deep right now. Like, really think about it. If every single person said yes to every single one of us, there would literally be no opportunity. Like, we would not be here right now. You know, we wouldn't be here right now. Like, how many times have you walked into a store and walked out and didn't buy anything? How many times have you been to American Eagle, Forever 21 online and put something in your cart and didn't buy it, and now your email's getting blown up? It happens to me all the time. I have like 400 emails just from clothing places, right? It's like so stinking normal. It's just the way of life, right? And that's it. Just stay, guys, it's really just stay positive, right? Keep on moving on. Keep pushing. Y'all are doing amazing. That's all. That's all. That is all I got right now. All right. Thank you so much for getting on and bringing the energy. We are so stinking blessed to have you tonight. We are cheering you on, and we can't wait to celebrate when you go presidential this month. So we got this. All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Okay, I'm gonna finish this makeup so you guys can see the final look.
Lost again, going back around, dreaming of a time when I get things right. Lost in the shadows of a million stars. Shouldn't they enlighten my near and far? Shouldn't they at all just tell me where you are? Send a prayer if I'm out of luck.
All right, guys, this is the final look. The video wasn't too exciting. Let me get in the middle of the screen again. All right, here we go. The video wasn't too exciting, but this is the final look. I went with the sunset look. Let me know what you guys think of it down below. Did you guys like the whole get ready with me type style video with the reaction? Hopefully the next kind of video like this is a little bit more of an exciting video. Like I said, this was a blind react, so I didn't watch the video beforehand. I had no idea what it entailed, so maybe I'll do a little skim through next time to make sure it is a worthy video. But let me know what you guys thought of the makeup look down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the post notification bell if you'd like to be notified every single time I post. Give this video, I think I already said that, give this video a big thumbs up. Yep. If you'd like to follow me on all social media platforms, you can find me at the Jessica Hickson. If you'd like to join my Facebook group, you can call me. Oh, I'm tired. I've had a long day. The light at the end of the pyramid. Did I say that? Or did I just say follow me on all social media platforms? I don't know. The Jessica Hickson, the light at the end of the pyramid. I'll see you in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.
Moving slower. I don't know what it is you do. I've been looking at you all night, trying to figure you out. I just wanna make you smile. Hold your hand in my hand, looking at the sunset. Man, you're looking good.